Hello and welcome to XP11. I'm Andy and this is a flight with FS Economy. So we're taking off on Aarhus. Load it up here. Going to Echo Kilo Victor Hotel, which is ours. Ours, maybe? Ours? Ours? It sounds weird when you pronounce it in English. Anyway, so I'm not going to pronounce it in English. Echo Kilo Victor Hotel is where we're going. So we're going to take out our handy checklist here. And we're going to have a look at first thing. So pre-flight check. Baggage chobar checked. Auxiliary pumps are off. Auxiliary power switch is off. Fuel it's down here, by the way. Off. Fuel selector is on, guarded. Power lever is idle. Parking brake is set. Alternate air is set. Manual gear extension handle is set. Gear selector is down. Pitot heater is off. Luminox mast is off. Electric mast is off. Fuel pumps are off. Engine masters are off. Alternate static is closed. Alternator is on. Order switches are auto. Anti-ice is off. Also, all light switches are off. Circuit breakers are checked in. Let's go through the rows here. Yes, ELT is armed. Flap selector is up. Okay, so before we start our engines here, so just gonna take a look at the outside here. Remove our cones and stuff, and chokes. So electric masters is on. Rudder pedal adjusted. Flight controls, let's go check that. So full left, full right. Up and down. Alright, and left. So flaps, full throttle down, and up. Trims set. Rudder trim is neutral, and elevator trim is takeoff. Gear warning lights detector. Let's test that. Oh, sorry, that's not it. This is not. Checked. Going on sneeze. DI announcing test is on. So low level checked. DI is high. So the passengers have been instructed. Safety harness is checked. All doors are checked. Closed, and closed. MFT. VFR flight, so 4,500 feet. It's nice weather today. Fuel quantity checked. Fuel temperature is checked. Green. Total time in service noted. MFD. Okay. So de-ice, pressure low, caution checked on. That should be in the system. I think we have to start this up. System. fuel temp. I don't know, it doesn't seem to be simulated. DS announced test is off. Power levels idle, ACL strobe is on. I won't turn on the strobe before we get to the runway. Okay, so let's start the engine. Master on. Fuel selectors are checked, and we'll start it first. Oil pressure is in the yellow, but it's sort of there. And we'll go left one. And that's also in the they are in green, in the green. So good. Engines are running. So oil pressure checked. RPM should be 710. It's not. For some reason. Really hard to get it. It was actually 690. 710 plus minus 30, so 690 is correct. Fuel selectors are on. Pitot heat is on. Avionics master on. Weather radar standby. Don't have that. So if outside the air temperature is above 10 degrees, which it is, auxiliary power switch on. I have no idea where to find that though. I don't know if that's not simulated, maybe. Ah, maybe not simulated. So we'll go to FNS, we'll set that up. So we'll go Echo, Kilo, Victor, Hotel. Ors, I think it's Ors. I think it's pronounced Ors. Flight plan, I usually try to set it up as a wide view and cumulative, back like that. That's the way I like to have it set up. So message setup. Autopilot test, I won't do that. Floodlights, check on. We'll do that. Position lights on, fuel selectors on, altimeter is set. I don't know what it's set. See how much pressure I like. So 2992. It's not 2992. 2992, and we'll need this 2992 too. So everything's 2992. Standby attitude modal check. Transponder is 7700 standby. Engine temperatures are checked. Good. Parking brake is released. So then we can taxi to the runway. And during taxi we'll check nose steering, and we'll also check brakes and stuff. So we'll check the right brake and left brake. They work. Okay. And nose wheel steering worked. And flight's instrument looks okay. So we're going to take off to our to the west. if I manage to taxi there in a nice orderly fashion. So this short hop is like 20 minutes or so, barely 20 minutes in there, so it's quite a short flight. We have 6 passengers, I think. Yeah, we have 6 passengers in the plane, so we're gonna make a little bit of money from that. If economy is great, I flew a couple of flights yesterday. I have a bunch of planes actually. I have this one. Also have the Cessna Caravan based at the same location here, and that's a pretty awesome plane. It can hold 13 people. It goes a little bit slow, maybe, but fast enough for me, and I can make a lot of money with that. So I flew it yesterday to a place called Rönne, which is on Bornholm, an island just south of Sweden. It's a Danish island, but it's south of Sweden. So let's stop here. So parking brake set. Taxi light off. So parking brake is on. Seat on is set. Fasten. Adjustable backrest. Upright. Pilot and passenger doors are closed. Front baggage door is closed. You can see it from here. Door warning now since it's off. Circuit breakers. Checked. Fuel selectors. Checked on. Guarded. Rudder trim as required. So 0. Flaps. Takeoff. Set. Flight controls. Checked. Power levels idle. We'll go here to system. And your instruments are checked. So amps, fuel flow, the ice included, everything is there checked and looks good. Go back here. It's in the green. So ECU test, so motor switches. We'll first go A. And B. A. B. We'll test ECU. You do the ECU test, so we'll get left and right ECU A failure, and then left and right ECU B failure. Good, so ECU test performed. Pitot heat is as required, which is on. Ice protection is required. Transponder, we'll go Alt. Fuel pumps are, we'll go on those. MFGS is required parking brake release, then we'll go line up, and then we'll do the available power check before we take it. So that's the only thing left. So no traffic coming in there before we cross the runway. Turn on our strobe light. I love X-plane, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at that sunrise. That's amazing. So still no traffic. So let's line up here. We can line up here, we don't need to backtrack anything. It's a pretty long runway. So hold brakes and we'll go full power, maximum 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can go full power, so you get 2300 RPMs, and then you do that no longer than 10 seconds. So that was why I was counting. Okay, landing lights on. Ready for takeoff. Let's go. full power. We go 81 or so, rotate because it's very fully loaded. 81, rotate. Plus the right, tap the brakes, gear up, lights off, and yaw damper on. So climb to about 500 feet EGL here. Flaps up, climb power, and also turn on our way, so we'll turn to north. Flight can change, and we'll go nav, which is over here somewhere. If we want to, we can follow this little our flight director, which is really nice on this plane, on this model. This is, by the way, the Aerobask DA62, which is just an amazing airplane. I mean, it's really amazing to hand fly. It's very stable, unless there's a really windy one in the day. But otherwise, it's really nice. We can turn on autopilot. So autopilot. Do not have to take a flow. So gear up, checked. The flaps are up. Fuel pumps are off. Climb power is set. I think. Yes. I do 90. Alternate air as required. So if there's lots of clouds or precipitation and stuff, you can switch this. But we don't need to do that. So it's off. Landing lights are now they're off, and the climb to cruise check is completed. We can go and check the weather at our destination airport. To 992, calm winds. The reason why I usually get this kind of weather in X-Plane is that I do use I do use real weather, but I use the X-Plane engine for that, default engine, and it updates I think every half hour I set it up for, so sometimes it doesn't update until I've flown a bit, but I can live with that. Problem I find is my performance, especially if it's a cloudy day and lots of clouds, my performance is really suck. It gets so bad so fast. It's bearable and it works, but it's not really. I wish it was. I wish I had better performance, I would say, but I don't, so. But yeah, that's the way it is. It still works. It's a very nice plane. So we're up at cruise level. We'll just leave the power there for a little bit so it can increase our speed. The DA42 I have is actually slightly fast. It usually cruises around like 190 knots. This one is slightly lower, 170, 180 maybe on a good day. 165 I had yesterday, so this is not as fast as the DA42 is. But this is a bigger plane with more passengers and it's heavier weight. I don't know if there's a big difference between the engines or not, I have no clue, but there's a difference. So let's see. Cruise power will go with a pretty high cruise power because we want to get there pretty fast, so you don't have to watch this slow episode. So we'll go with 75. Like so. We get 165 true airspeed. You get 165 knots here on the ground speed. We have 14 minutes left. This is a very nice plane, right? Can get more people in here, but little kids in the back if you want to. I don't know why. If there's economy, sometimes they, for instance, I've flown the Cirrus Vision Jet SF50, and they only put 5 passengers in there. It has 7 seats, I think, but weight-wise, it can pretty much only hold kids in those seats. I'm not sure if the DA62 can actually hold 6 adults and a pilot. I don't know if it can hold 7 people. There's 7 seats, of course. I don't know what about the white wise. If it's possible to hold that much, we'll see. We can Google it. 72. DA specifications. So crew 1, capacity up to 6 passengers. So it could hold up to 6 passengers, but I'm not sure the weight there. I don't know. Also, if you look at, we can check through this around with this. This fuel pressure, fuel flow is 7.4 gallons per hour in each engine, 75%. If we lower this to, we got 166 airspeed. We lower this to say 60. See how much we'll get there. Then we get 5.9. So there's a 1.5 gallons per hour save there by lowering it. Let's see when the speed stabilizes. It's a pretty good fuel save. So this is standard pressure at 4,500 feet, so it's not. It can go higher, of course. So about 150, a little less than 154, 154 maybe. 153 around. So 10 knot decrease in speed, and a 1.5. Actually, like on the whole plane, 3 gallons per hour save, which is quite a lot. So now with the current, so I have 15 and 30. I don't know if it's... So we could have a range of... Oh, see, happened here. So it updated the weather. That's why everything went like, whoo, weirdo. Let's go check the weather. So, overcast visibility, wind light 30, 38, 30, 22. Okay, so say now we have 17. We'll go 80. We'll get a fuel flow for 7.9, so about what's it, 7.9 per engine. So that was, if you compare to 6, that's what's almost 2 gallons more. If you compare to 75, that's 0.4 per engine, 0.4 gallon per engine per hour. That's almost a gallon more per hour. That's a big difference. So now we are flying at 150, not 60. To airspeed 168. So, but now the winds are affecting us, so maybe that's a difference there. But not a huge increase by going 80. Except for fuel load, so try 65 too. 5 minutes left. No, 8 minutes left. Sorry. So fuel flow at 65, it's 6.4. So it's 0.5 per engine more than at 60. Well, there's a plain bit and X-plane, but I haven't really fiddled around too much with the power setting. It usually depends on how fast I want to get there. I do 65 is, I think, is a good power setting. I usually end up doing that. 8 minutes left. We should go lower because we can't see the ground and we're flying VFR, so this is a no-no if you're flying VFR, of course. So let's reduce the speed. For descent. See the ground though. Could go into yellow, but we'll try to keep it, the speed that is, we'll try to keep it in the green. Quite crappy weather. We're down 1500 feet. Oil temperature is a little bit in the yellow. Still have the engine running pretty much though. Turn on the landing lights just so people can see us. So we can do the descent checklist. So landing data is received. Let's see which one it was. We'll go Actually no wind, so we'll do landing straight in. On I think it's 28 or something, 2830 to that sort of way. Altimeter is a set, common set. Safety harness fastened, adjustable back wheels are upright, parking brake is check released, rudder trim as required, gear warning lights checked, landing light is on, and the weather is really crappy. We'll go down to 1000. Which is okay height wise. So normal approach, fuel pumps are on, and then we just have a final checklist, final checks done, ready. It is actually a really crappy day. 700 feet. Still have 4 minutes to go and 12 nautical miles. This is really low. I need to go VFR back. IFR get back, I think. Oxygen, if you want to have oxygen for your cabin, just pull that. We don't need that, we're so low, but if you wanted to, you can have it. So we'll go 60, maybe? 61. Four minutes, 146, 10 miles. So we come straight in. We'll do the last bit. We'll do a swerve to the right, and we'll line up with the runway, and we'll go in and land. So, because I think the runway is 29 is the one we're gonna use. So, actually, we can set that up here on our heading bug. So this was some sort of reference there to what sort of final approach heading we should have. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and 8 miles, 8.5 miles. So, flap extension speed is 136 for takeoff and 119 for landing. We'll do takeoff. When we go to takeoff flaps, we'll also bring down the gear and turn on the landing lights. We'll go like 4 miles or so. Probably good approach. So it's out here somewhere. It's a crappy turned out to be a crappy day for flying. Well, not a crappy day for flying. The winds are kind of nice, but visuals, the visibility is not that great. 6 miles, 6.5 miles. Let's reduce the power a bit. Five miles final. 5 miles to airfield. So I think, I mean, the town is out here somewhere. Yeah, here's the town. And then you come in here, so it's out here somewhere in the field. It's kind of hard to see. I think it's over here somewhere. So we'll take off autopilot and yaw damper, and so we'll put it in heading mode. Out here, 130. Oh, not up. I need to be down. So looking for 136. It's really crappy weather. Maybe I need to divert. 36 flaps landing, gear down, lights on, and we got nice flaps here, which is his own issue. 119 full flaps. This is really low. It's not the best way of doing this. So increase power so we can have some sort of, I think just above 90 is a good speed for landing. Should be out here somewhere. Look at the map, should be here somewhere. But it's really crappy. Where could it be? I can see it. Oh, here it is. I think it's over here. Yeah, here it is. Runway in sight. It's not good flying. I know it's not good flying. So, anyway, final approach. Gears down, flaps head, landing lights on, good up, off, and we're landing. Not the best approach at all. And ran it a bit low, long, but it's no problem. Not with this aircraft. It's kind of slow. It wouldn't be an issue if I did it on some other airplane. But this works, so. Flaps up. Trigger off. Fuel off, fuel pumps off. So after landing check, alternator air is checked, pitot overheat is off, flaps are up, fuel pumps are off, de-icing is just off, landing lights are as required. No, okay. Lights off, strobe lights off, and we'll go transponder, standby. And that was our flight to Ors. Anyway, thank you for watching. Crappy approach, I know, but we got there. We landed safely. A bit long though, but good press. Good thing for that. Good thing to practice. Let's turn around here. And thank you for watching. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. But anyway, I'll take care everyone, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.